Hey VC, Jeff here. It is that time again. Yes, the Metalhead Box has arrived today. So, I know you're probably thinking, but Jeff, you just showed a Metalhead Box video not too many videos ago, not too long ago actually. And that is true, because the August box was delayed longer than most usual delays might happen. And it actually went out like, I don't know, probably 2 weeks later than usual. So it actually came real late. And then the September box, which is what this one is, it went out more on time, which was right around the 1st of October. So it just seems like they were, close together. It's because the other one was so late. Anyway, excited to get into this. If you haven't seen the previous videos or you don't know about the Metalhead Box, one of those monthly subscriptions where they send you metal based on the genre that you chose. I've chosen power metal and, more of a traditional metal. They have all kinds of extreme metals, doom metals, death metal, black metal, all kinds of different choices. I have the 2 vinyl box, no t-shirt. There are t-shirt versions. There are CD boxes. There's all kinds of options. Check out the metalheadbox.com if you're interested. For me, this is just a neat way for a decent amount of money to find new bands, because a lot of times I'm introduced to bands that there's so many metal bands out there, and there's so many of them under the radar of mainstream. And since I'm more of an old school metalhead that sticks with my old school roots, I don't always learn about the newer ones. You're not going to hear these bands on any, they're not going to pop up on necessarily on any popular stations to hear them on or whatever. So it's exciting. I've learned a lot of great bands. I've discovered a lot of cool new music that, again, has just been hiding under. So what I'm going to do, just like last time, we'll open it, we'll check it out. Inside these boxes are extras every month. The extras do tend to be not genre specific. So whereas I might pick a melodic, power type metal genre, the extras tend to be, probably more on the extreme side usually. Anyway, let's get into this. I'm going to pull out the albums and we're going to take a quick look at what they are and get a little more information on them, and then I'll listen to them and I'll come back later and finish the video with what they are, in my opinion, sound like. So, alright, let's see, what do we got here? Oops. So, they always have these little pins, these little enamel pins, and 9 out of 10 times I don't know who they are, and that would count for this one. A lot of these are going to be albums that might be popular on the more of a, underground, death side or death metal side or whatever, and so I'm not always familiar with it. Let's see here. Okay, this time they got one of those flag type things. They've done this before. Hooded Menace. They're all wearing hoods. So, I am totally oblivious to who this is. Interesting, the pictures in the background are either ships, they look like ships, or upside down crosses. Ha! Looks like ships. Hooded Menace, yeah, ships. Alright, looks cool. I will check out who that is. I'm not familiar with that band at all. Another new one to me. This looks very interesting. A Sound of Thunder, Parallel Eternity. Absolutely no idea. But the artwork is so cool. Orchestra of Robotics. But then here's what we got on the back end here. Got a slip mat with the cover. Very cool. Now there is an autographed card in here, but this is okay. Yeah. Autographed card for, looks like it's autographed by multiple band members. Sounds of Thunder. Hail, Legion of Thunder, thank you for support and keeping metal alive. 100% of each purchase stays with the band and goes directly towards making more music, videos, comics, and other cool stuff. Stay tuned. Nina, Josh, Jesse, and Chris. The album is outside of the case, which is cool. Uh-oh, it is a double. Oh, wow. And look at that, it's pretty splatter looking multicolor. And it is double record set. 10th Anniversary Orchestral Collection. So, interesting. I'm not familiar with the band at all. It's a 2020 release. Double record set with orchestra. I think I'm going to dig this for sure. And it also comes with a sticker. I'm going to take a quick look at who this band is. A Sound of Thunder, traditional metal band formed in 2008 from Washington, D.C. That's just up the road a couple hours from here. Traditional metal, power metal, prog, and classic heavy roots to create timeless metal anthems. And oh boy, I hate this because this band has a history. Yeah, so you discover a new band, and it turns out the band has a long catalog, and then you really like them, and then you feel like you gotta go get some of their catalog. And so now it's like, you discover a new band, and it's got a lot of stuff to buy. So they're not a new band, but they are new to me. They have an album in 2011, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, live album in 19, a whole bunch of EPs. And then this album is considered a compilation, though I'm going to question that on Discogs, because a compilation is a release of previously commercially released music, and this appears to be something different, but I don't know. Is it the 10th anniversary release of the same album, or is it 10th anniversary with a different version? Alright, so that looks very promising, and I am excited to check that out. It sounds like it's right up my alley as far as style wise. Alright, let's open this next one. I am digging this cover art. Lady Beast. Lady Beast. Another one. Totally unfamiliar. Alright, let's get into this. Let's see. It's a gatefold. One album. Let's take a look at the album. Yep, it's colored. Ooh, look at that. Yellow, blackish, swirled together. The paper sleeve, we'll get rid of that, or we'll replace that with some poly. Alright. Lady Beast. Female fronted, or at least the band itself. You can tell there is a female in the band. You can tell from the pictures. Lady Beast. Cobra Cabana Records in Pittsburgh, PA. So cool. Another unknown. Take a quick look at who this is. Lady Beast, a heavy metal band from the U.S., Pittsburgh, formed in 2009. This is actually the first album, 2013. And there are 1, 2, 3 other albums and a live MP3. So this is number 1. There's an album called number 2, one called Vicious Breed, and the Vulture's Amulet. There are a couple EPs which may or may not be other tracks. Pittsburgh band, cool. Doesn't describe them, but I will be listening to them. We'll find out. So again, looks very promising, and I am excited to check that out. All right, some of the extras in here this time. We have signature card, which is common. Vincent Crowley of Vincent Crowley, Infidel Rain, Ex Archeron, and Ex Narturnus. Yes, they have these autograph cards pretty regularly. So that's another one for the collection. And like last time also, they have a CD in here. Massacre, the bonus version. Massacre, the bonus. Second pressing, 4 songs, bonus track from an 86 demo. Massacre music. That looks cool, but I assume based on the cover and everything that they are going to be a little more on the extreme side. Not a problem. I always like checking out new stuff, and you know, you never know. I like some extreme stuff. Anyway, yes, great. So at this point, I will pause and I'll go take a listen to some of this, and I'll be right back with my thoughts. Okay, I am back, and wow, what an experience. I had failed to notice on The Sound of Thunder. I didn't, you know, I wasn't looking at all the details, but female vocalist. So there are a lot of female vocalists in metal these days. A lot of the power metal bands, a lot of, you know, they got the female and the male vocal. Think Nightwish, think bands like that. So there are a lot of that type of female vocals in that type of metal, and that's exactly what this is. Now, don't be fooled by the orchestral version part, because it's not like one of those albums where the orchestra takes over. In the beginning, it's got a lot of orchestra, and then all of a sudden the metal kicks in. And then the orchestration becomes just like you would expect in most power metal, whereas you've got those symphonic metal feels throughout the songs. But it is just straightforward metal. It's not like metal that's been slowed down and symphonized. Yeah, so, and you know, seriously powerful vocalist, just what you would find, you know, not low budget, not great. I mean, this band's been around for a while. Obviously, they've got a lot of albums, and I don't know why I haven't heard of them yet. That this is baffling, but anyway, this album is solid, and it is just a amazing symphonic power metal band. Now, moving on to Lady Beast. Album is recorded, it plays at 45 RPM. It's got 8 songs, so the songs are not 8 songs at 45. So it's the songs are not, you know, super long. Another female vocalist, and not even close to the same. Okay, so you've got these symphonic power metal female vocalists, and honestly, there's a bunch of them, and they all, you know, start kind of sounding similar because just the style of music and everything, they sound great. This is not that. This is straightforward metal, and so she's got just ever so slightly, you know, grittier. Not, I hate to say that because not really, but in comparison to symphonic metal, it's just a little more gutsy, straightforward metal. Not real, you know. It's hard to describe. Musically, the band is just full force, 100% full force, just going at it, traditional metal style. I love the production on this. I can hear the bass drums. I can hear the double bass drums at times. I can hear the distinct sound of the bass drums. It doesn't get muffled in the mix like as a drummer. I'm always listening to that. Everything sounded clean as far as being able to hear all of the differentiations between instruments, and the drums stood out. I'm going to say, you know, this is probably, I don't know, I'm going to listen to them more, but this one hit me, and it hit me good. This was just not what you would expect, you know, from a female vocal band. It's just one of those straightforward metal bands. And so, yeah, both of these, you know, and like I said, these guys and gals, this band has a couple more releases. That band has quite a few more releases. So anyway, if I end up falling head over and heels in love with these two bands, there's going to be a big back catalog to pick up on. But yeah, so this is a big score. I really, 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 really dig this. I love this. This to me feels a little more old school. That sounds more, the other is a little more modern symphonic power metal. This kind of feels more like something a little more old school metal because it doesn't cross into that same power metal feel. Anyway, yeah, so haven't checked out the CD yet. I'll be getting into that. Another great score from the Metalhead Box. Check it out, metalheadbox.com, link below. Thanks a lot for watching. I will be back. Rock on and rock hard.